everyone. We're really happy to be here with you today as we celebrate Health Week in the South Leeward Conference. It's very important that we take care of our health, and today our topic for discussion is healthier meals
for healthier you.
Yes, so healthier meals for healthier you. And I'm here with Charity Duplin. Charity Duplin is one who loves what she does. Can you think about what she does? Nah, you're thinking and you're wondering what she does. All right, we're going to tell you in a little bit. She works with people like you. You know, many of you love food, right? Yes, you love food.
So good.
And you love when a plate is put before you and the plate looks good. Well, Charity is a nutritionist and she's here with us today just to talk with us about how we can prepare healthier meals for our families. Now, Charity, tell us, what do you love so much about what you do?
I love helping people. I help older persons, I help younger persons, I help everyone in between. I help them know that they can eat a well-balanced and nourishing diet without giving up the flavor of their food,
Wow.
without it costing a lot of time or money, and they can do it regardless of their level of skills or regardless of the budget that they have available to work with. We can make anything work, and we're going to show you how to do that today.
Wonderful. I'm excited. I'm looking forward just to see you at your best. You know, I've seen you a number of times and people say so many good things about you. But here you are today in our homes, in our spaces, just to help us to be healthier. So thank you for joining us. So now, Charity, can you just take us through the preparations that you have done today in order to demonstrate to us what a healthy meal looks like?
Yes, we're definitely going to do that. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about today's session is that we came in and we used what you had available in your home. So you don't have to go to the supermarket and buy a bunch of fancy things that you wouldn't normally use. Of course, it's important to branch out and to try new things, but it's also important to work within the budget, to work within the skills that we have.
Wow, so let's go. Let's
Yes,
see what we prepared. What do you prepared today for us?
So today we'll be going through a variety of meal and snack options that anyone can prepare. We're doing a breakfast option, we're going to be showing you a variety of snacks that you can prepare, and we're ending it off with a very yummy dinner that anyone can prepare. That is key here, preparing foods that you enjoy, foods that taste good, foods that nourish your body, and foods that are not going to really ruin your wallet and ruin your food budget. So we're going to be starting with breakfast. My favorite meal of the day. A lot of the times persons may say that creating breakfast is a challenge because they don't have the time, they don't know what to do, so they may just grab something really quick like cereal, a sweetened cereal, which may not be the best choice for them. It may not be the healthiest choice, so we're giving you a very good choice, and you can of course tailor it and tweak it to meet your needs and your preferences. We'll be doing a wrap. So the first thing that you want, of course, is your base, your wrap, your tortilla. It can also be pita bread, and you can choose any variety that you prefer. Of course, we're going to be promoting that you use whole grain wraps because they're packed with lots of nutrients, lots of fiber, lots of additional vitamins. If you don't like whole grain wraps and you're going to be using a white variety, of course you want to ensure that you're really packing it with veggies to give you the fiber and the nutrients that we just spoke about. So we have our wraps, and we have a variety of vegetables. Once again, whatever is in your fridge, you can grab and throw into your wrap. We have tomatoes, and we have some shredded cabbage and some shredded carrots. So once again, you can choose anything you like, whatever you have available, whatever you have growing in your garden, we can make it work. So now that we've tackled your wrap, which is going to be giving you your carbohydrates for energy, and we've tackled the vegetables with the fiber and the vitamins and the minerals and the phytochemicals, we'll be speaking a little bit about protein. Also very important because it's going to help your body to build and repair cells. So your skin, your hair, your organs, everything, we really need those essential proteins. we have two options today. We have a plant-based option, which is tofu, and it looks so good. So we've done some sauteed tofu with sweet peppers from the garden, some onion with some garlic with some turmeric from the garden, and we also have an option of egg. So you can do your scrambled tofu or you can do your scrambled egg. So whichever one you prefer, whichever one you think you'd enjoy the most. And we're gonna come back later and put it together for you guys so you can see how quick, easy, and simple it is. Next up, we have snacks. Because snacking is so important, it gives you that extra boost of energy that you need to make it from breakfast to lunch or from lunch to dinner. Snacking often gets a bad rap, but I think it's quite an essential part of our diet. We just have to make sure that we're doing it properly. I have 3 different delicious and well-balanced snack options here for us. So the first thing we have is some fruit. We have some cantaloupe, some melon, which is really good because it's going to be giving us some water. It's also going to be giving us carbohydrates for energy once again, and of course those essential vitamins, nutrients, fiber. We also have some local plums, which will be doing the same exact thing. So you don't necessarily have to go to the grocery store to purchase your fruits. You can use your fruits when they're in season because they're delicious and they're not often very expensive. Your neighbor may have some that they can give you. So really and truly, we want to work with what we have and not necessarily have to extend ourselves too much. Next, we have some homemade trail mix, and in this we have some peanuts, we have some flax seeds, we have some cranberries, and some raisins. But of course, you don't have to do yours exactly like this. It all depends on what you have in your pantry, what you like, what you grab when you go shopping. The basis for this is going to be some nuts and some seeds. Any nuts and seeds that you enjoy can work. So pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, peanuts, almonds, cashews, it's all about what you enjoy. And of course your dried fruits. Raisins and cranberries are some really inexpensive and affordable options. But of course, if you want to use dried blueberries, dried dates, it's really and truly all up to you. It's about eating foods that you enjoy and eating foods that will nourish you. What's really great about this homemade trail mix is that you've got the dried fruit, once again giving you your energy in the form of carbohydrates, but you're also getting some healthy fat and protein from the nuts and the seeds. And what this does is it helps to keep you full for a longer period of time. So if you find that when you eat fruit, like the plums or the melon, that you're hungry after just a little while, then you can definitely try using some nuts or some seeds, because the fat and the protein in those will help to keep you full and satisfied and get you to your next meal. And next we are on to dinner, and personally I absolutely love this plate. It looks so yummy and it's really showing us what our balanced, nutritious diet and plate should be looking like. And funny story or interesting story, the spinach and the bell peppers, the sweet peppers that we've done here are coming from the garden. So you know you can start your own garden and then head outside, reap your produce and eat them. So we're going straight from the garden to the plate, which is how we want it. So let's talk about the actual makeup of the plate. We have half of the plate being vegetables, which is really what we should aim for. As close as possible to half of your plate being non-starchy vegetables. So here we have some spinach and bell peppers that were stir-fried in just a little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil, and then we have some fresh diced tomatoes. It looks so good. We also have a bit of rice, and it's vegetable rice. So one thing that I would advise is, of course, we can use a whole grain rice, so our brown rice, but if you're not necessarily a fan of those options, then what you really want to do is add some extra nutrients, some extra fiber into your rice. And you can do this through adding dried peas and beans, or you can even go a step further and add some vegetables. It can be pumpkin rice, okra rice, spinach rice, carrot rice, and today we have carrot and cabbage rice. And finally, you want your protein. So protein again is it's incredibly important. When you're doing your protein, of course, you can choose animal products or you can choose plant-based protein, which is what science has proven to be very beneficial for us. So just eating a lot of plant-based foods. And one way that you can do that is through the plant-based protein. So here today we have some tofu. And this is tofu that's similar to the breakfast option. It was just sauteed with some onion and some bell peppers and a bit of turmeric to give it some added flavor and color. Of course, you can add your thyme, you can add your paprika, you can add your cayenne pepper, you can add just a little pinch of salt, because with all of those other herbs and spices, you really don't need all of the added salt to give your food taste. So remember, we spoke about half of your plate being vegetables. We want around a quarter of it to be your carbohydrates and a quarter to be your protein, and you will be all set. And the last thing that I really want us to remember is to make very colorful meals, because of course we eat with our eyes first, so you really want the meals to look yummy. And with that color comes added vitamins, nutrients, and phytochemicals, which are incredibly important. As promised, we're back again to show you how easy and quick it is to put together these breakfast wraps. And what I truly enjoyed about our entire session here today is that we came in and we used foods that were in the home and foods that were in the garden. So you don't need to go out and get extravagant things that are out of your price range, out of your preference, out of your budget, out of your skills. You can do really good, nutritious, healthy meals with the things that you have available. So we're going to start wrapping. We've already washed our hands and dried them. So we're just gonna each take a little wrap.
Oh, I'm following instructions.
And we have our food from animal, the egg option, and we also have the plant-based protein option of the sauteed tofu with a bit of turmeric. So we're gonna grab.
Okay, and so I grab the egg.
I'll take the tofu and just put a little bit.
Just a little bit,
because these wraps are quite small.
Yeah.
So you may have 2 of them for your breakfast option. If you were doing a larger wrap, then you would have 1. Now, of course, we're going with the vegetables of your choice, and you can really pack it on here. So I'm choosing.
Pretty.
It is. I remember we eat with our eyes.
Oh yeah, really nice. Oh wow. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. God, I'm good.
And a lot of that.
A little bit. I need to put a little bit because I won't be able to wrap. I'm putting too much. Look at yours. You're so neat.
And what would be really nice in this would be some avocado when they're in season, because it's giving you that healthy fat, and it's also bringing some creaminess to the wrap and some moisture and some deliciousness, because everybody likes avocado, right?
Yes, I love
So we're just going to fold one side in and the other.
One side in.
And then we're just going to tuck the ends.
And then we tuck the ends. Oh, I have too much in there.
And then you can flip it over. They are tiny wraps.
I have too much in mine. Oh my.
And then you just flip it over. What I would definitely recommend is that you can wrap it in a bit of foil, saran wrap, whatever you have, and you can literally just pick it up and go. So you don't necessarily have to eat this at home. It's a good grab and go option for adults, for children, for anybody who is in a hurry. And then when you've settled in at work, you can eat it. When you're on your way to work with your kids, they can be munching on it in the back.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you truly enjoyed it.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charity. It was truly my pleasure. And our delight to have you just taking us through healthier meals for healthier you. You're really good at what you do.
Thank you.
And for all of you who are listening, we want you to be healthier. So take the time to prepare healthier meals. And remember, almost everything we had today, or many of what we had today, came from the garden.
Yes.
And you can do it too. So thank you, everybody, and may God bless you as we continue to share and promote healthier lifestyles.
Thank you. Bye-bye.